Just managed to get the attention of a rather chill demon lord. He and he lets you know that of how to destroy or how to get his staff back to him. After retrieving it from the dungeon, which I'm assuming, are planning on going back to. However, we're going to start with Whistler today. Whistler, you asked, you made an invitation. The After everyone kind of separates and goes their own way for a little bit, you get a small rat with an exposed brain. Just walks straight up to you, stands up on its hind legs, blinks a few times, and in your head you said, "You wanted to talk."
Yeah, I wanted to show you something.
What did you want to show me?
It's a staff.
Okay. We'll pick up that in just a second. Let's go Becca, or Zashi. So you made an order for a certain armor.
Mm-hmm.
That has come in.
Yes.
Do you have the money to pay for it?
I can put a down payment on it of 1,000 gold pieces. I will still owe her 4,000 though.
Do you have insurance for the armor?
I believe I have insurance for the armor.
Who's your carrier? No one's gonna lease you armor without full coverage insurance.
Right. I'm thinking about what I can use as collateral. There are sections of our territory that can be used as collateral right now, actually.
Okay.
That we've cleared out, so Kaylee would not have to clear out any.
Okay, Kaylee is perfectly willing to self-finance you because that's never a scam. So you're leasing to own your armor. That's awesome.
Hey, we've done well in the dungeon, but Kaylee wanted 5,000 gold pieces for the armor. That's a lot, and it takes a while to get that together.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I could do 1,500 gold pieces to start and not do the horn caps for King.
Okay.
I will do that.
We will discuss your the terms of your loan later.
Apparently, Daco is also going to let me borrow 1,000 from him. So.
Okay. Around this time, actually, a kobold you've never seen before kind of wanders up to you. They're pretty much pure white, but they have, instead of having like the standard scales of kobold, they seem to be covered in like downy feathers.
Oh.
The scales on their chest and stomach seem to be kind of a light, almost. They remind you actually of your tattoos or your scars from being Dustborn.
Okay.
They kind of that coloration. They have a slight glow to them, but they just hand you a note and then skitter off.
I go ahead and pick up the note and read it.
Because in scrawling Yanti, meet me at the Flower and Sickle. I have a room. Just and then it lists a room like 103.
Okay. I guess I will head over to the Flower and Sickle, then to room 103.
Okay. Chris. About an hour after your conversation from Orcus, you hear a guttural sound in your head, a reverberating said, "We need to talk now."
Is this Orcus?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, I'm like, sure.
Just close your eyes.
Okay, so I close my eyes.
Okay, and then you feel that familiar
I don't like surprises, though.
tugging of your soul being wrenched into the abyss.
All right, cool.
Chester.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Malys right now.
Daco, not Chester. Got it.
Yeah, Daco.
What is Chester doing?
Well, after just hoisting over all of his gold and saving himself a few silvers, he is probably hanging out at Daco's place, continuing to refine and improve the design of the gladiatorial arena.
Okay, so give me a perception check.
Sure.
Okay, so you get this distinct feeling. Daco gets this distinct feeling he's being watched before a rather large winged black horse seems to step out of nowhere. Its hooves are wreathed in a purplish blue flame. Astride it is a red skin. It looks like a tiefling, but this creature also has wings. With horns, a fedora, and like a 3-piece suit.
Daco probably drops into a ready stance and has a quip on his lips about the redundancy of a winged creature riding a winged creature, and what are you doing here?
And like that night wind brought me.
I'm guessing that's the horse.
Yes.
Okay, well, Nightwind, I'm guessing you're smarter than you look then. Why did you bring that here?
And at which point the Cambion again says, he can't really. It's harder for, or she actually, it's harder for her to communicate to you than it would be for me, and I have a more legal understanding of the proceedings going on. Interactions with your group have sent shockwaves through the plains.
Well, that doesn't sound like us. Who did what?
We need to have a talk.
Okay, thought that's what you were doing. Keep talking.
Bill.
Yes, boss.
Where are you at? Where is Bill at right now?
Well, it all depends on what time, because basically he was going to go through, send his report, then he was going to make his way to Kaylee's to try to get that weight, maybe possibly turn into a mace and or borrow a mace or magical mace for our future ventures.
Okay, we will say that you arrive at Kaylee's right after Zashi would have left. Kaylee is looking at Bill and is like, "Did you have an order for me?"
More of a request to put in an order. I don't order people. I'm not in a position to.
She smiles and says, "What's your request, Bill?"
I was wondering if you had any kind of magical hammers and or if you can turn and like pull out the weight to say as a property.
She actually indicates that she's like, I do actually have quite a few magical hammers. They're not really balanced for fighting, if that's what you're looking at, but that's easily enough changed. And she indicates like all of her blacksmith hammers seem to have some type of magical glow about them.
Well, if I can use them to hit things, that's all that really matters.
I mean, sure. And she picks up one of her. It's actually one of her heavier ones, and she's. I don't use this one that much. It would be 200 gold, if that was all right.
Possibly, but if you make it for fighting, would I be able to do more damage with it? Is that what you mean? I'm not really sure about blacksmith.
It would be And the blacksmithing hammer, you notice, is flat on both sides. Basically, you just have to grind off to make it slightly lighter, so it's easier to swing. And then also so it's an actual warhammer. Basically, mechanically, that means that she could turn it into. Right now, it'd just do magical damage, but if she ground it down, it'd become a +1 warhammer.
You know best, so whatever's easier for you. So basically, I'm willing to wait for that time if it's not going to take too long for her to make it a warhammer. So possibly,
Yeah, she says that it's super easy because she just has to ground it down. So it does increase the cost. It's because now you have to pay for the labor, but it'd be 250 gold as opposed to 200 gold.
And I'm wondering if you could make a mace that has the same property to be able to make it heavier to possibly do damage for future combat. Just something for future reference. In the show, like I said, show the weight that has the ability to get heavier after I do an enchant. It'd be basically trying to do extra damage with certain attacks.
She kind of rubs her chin a little bit and says, "Mass." We'll look at the item that you're presenting. Like, mass changing properties are a little difficult. Let me do some research and then I will get back to you on that one. I will return it as soon as I figure out one way or the other. As you're talking to her, give me a wisdom check.
Sorry about that. Family called. So I would go with her as much as I could for what I can. Like I said, I don't know too much about it. Whatever you think is a fair deal, I'm willing to wait for it. I will give her the 200 gold to use the mace right now. And then,
okay. Yeah, she gives you the hammer, and then, but yeah, while you turn to go, I need you to make a wisdom check for me, please. Yeah, or perception check, honestly.
I think I see.
You do see. So as you pass by a window or of one of the buildings whose interior is significantly darker than the daylight outside. And you've seen it before in mirrors. You've never really seen it in windows before. But it's that weird like liquidity of when you touch a mirror seems to shimmer on this window. Staring back at you are large spherical eyes that seem to glow with kind of a yellowish light. Around it is something purple wriggling beyond.
So I look around and reflex and go, does anyone else see that? Even if there's nobody there, kind of thing.
Actually, there is a kobold, and the kobold looks and is like, that's weird, and then continues on.
Okay. Just making sure I'm not doing crazy thing.
And then we'll give it, and then Brutus. Shane, are you there?
Yes, yeah, I'm here.
Brutus is kind of. He doesn't know where any of his companions went, so I'm assuming he's like hanging out in the Flower and Sickle.
Probably.
You get as Brutus is enjoying whatever libation or food is available, a large mug gets deposited right in front of you. As Brutus looks up, a man that's taller than Brutus, so about 9 feet tall.
Jesus.
Long pointed ears, and what appear to be antlers growing out of his head. Furs everywhere of various animals you've never seen before from worlds far beyond this one. Sits down, it's like, it's been a long time, Brutus.
Do I recognize him?
Give me a wisdom check.
Oh, goody.
Or an insight check, I should say. Give me an insight check.
Insight? Okay. That's even worse.
You spot something. You definitely have seen his eyes before.
Okay.
There's something calm about them, despite the fact that they seem to be glowing green.
Okay. I not entirely sure I remember you, but nice to see you again.
Your group has been stirring up some hornets' nests.
Yeah, and spiders and undead and dragons and yeah, pretty much.
I'm
think there
more
was some-
worried about your group getting the attention of things that might drew undue notice to Suabos as a whole.
Understandable,
Which point we'll cut back to Whistler.
given our antics.
Whistler, you present the show the swarm the staff, and it looks at it and it's like, well, you want the good news or the bad news?
Either. I just want to get what I can out of the staff before we get rid of it.
What were you looking to get out of this staff?
Power. I have a friend who needs help. This will give me the power to bring him back.
You must understand. It kind of looks at you. Actually, well, he has. You're not being secretive. I mean, you are, but he's not. He can't really roll under your deception check. So, here's the thing. Necromancy can bring shades of a creature back from the dead. But that's more in the realms of the gods. This is a demonic artifact. What will come back with this will not be your friend.
I'm friends with the god.
What god?
The god that this temple is to.
Oh. So
She's
it's
the one
trying to
who told my
recoup.
friend to bury it.
The god of this temple told your friend to bury it?
Well, it's my coworker.
And okay, we're gonna cut to Zashi on that one. Zashi, as you enter the door, you see a beautiful woman with a rather interesting looking scaled cloak. You've recognized her before as the Serpent Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Zashi! Long time no see.
Yeah. So I am going to call her by her name, which I have written down, but I am blanking on it right now.
I don't have the book, so I'm blanking too. It is.
It's lovely to see you again. How is Ozzy Moss?
Oh, he's doing fine. Off on another adventure. As far as I know, he's well. He'll call to me if he needs anything.
Okay. So what can I do for you? I mean, you don't normally show up like this, so it's got to be something important. Unless you want to play cards. I mean, I am down for a girls' night.
Most of us from the Fey, Celestial, and Infernal Courts have been dispatched to intervene.
It's the staff, isn't it? It's that fucking staff.
It's the staff.
Okay.
Well, and actually she says, it's not just the staff. You've been rattling hornets' nests for a while, but for the most part, things have maintained a certain level of stability. The impending destruction of the palimpsest and the planar beacon your group has set off is going to put Suabos in danger.
So, to be clear, the wand is acting like the planar beacon, and the wand being removed from the palimpsest is causing.
The wand being removed from the crystal it was contained in sent out a beacon to its master. But there are other creatures that can see that beacon, and believe me, Orcus is the least of your worries in that mess.
Glorious. What other entities?
Chief among them is, we don't say his name, or we don't say their name. He goes by the Whispered One.
Never heard of them.
That's intentional, both on our part and his.
Okay. Would getting rid of the staff remove the beacon, or do we need to actually destroy it?
It is entirely too late.
Okay. So we need to prep for this Whispered One guy then.
Possibly. He is not the only concern. He is just the most immediate one. You've also managed to signal to... There are beings that exist beyond gods. Or, I shouldn't say beyond gods, but they have godlike power, but are not constrained by the bounds of deity, of being a deity. And you've managed to get the attention of all of them.
Oh, well, we're just lucky like that, I guess. Crap.
Storm!
Yeah.
Orcus is sitting before you like, so, not to belabor it, I was making some inroads. I hadn't checked on Suabos in a while. It's not really my thing. Another one of my colleagues, rivals, whatever they want to go to, has already made claim. So I was just checking in with her, see if I really don't feel like going to war with her right now. It's my forces aren't exactly in the best fighting shape, at which point you can actually see like a skeleton is like juggling his own head right now.
Yeah, I see that. You might want to work on that a little bit.
Kind of rolls his eyes. I had a few minor defeats in Toril about a century ago. I'm in a restructuring mode. But I was making some inquiries. You guys are fucked.
Who's fucked?
Pretty much your entire planet.
Well then, I guess I should make travel plans.
I mean, you're welcome to stay here. Don't get me wrong.
Well, that's cool.
Maybe we'll go whale watching together or something. I figured to just give you a heads up. I can help out. You just have to kind of summon me.
How do I do that?
Same basic principle as the staff. You're just gonna need to kill quite a few more pigs. I need a body, essentially, to inhabit. Something that won't explode when it tries to take in my essence.
You just don't want to come back as a pig, do you?
I really would not like to come back as a singular pig, no.
So you need like an actual body.
Yeah, an actual body would be good. You could kill somebody. You could make one. You could again sacrifice a bunch of pigs and like stitch them together into some weird amalgamation. Actually, don't do that, please. I don't want to be a weird 20-legged pig.
Well, it's good for you that I'm really not skilled in that part.
I mean, so I talked to Zook T. She's not going to stop. She did let me know about your problem with Shar. I might be able to help with that. I'm just letting you know I'm here for you, and if you want any information, I mean,
So I had to bury the staff and sacrifice the body to bring you.
yes. The stronger the body, the more powerful I will be. At which point he then goes on to kind of explain how like you won't ever get all of him. Like you would have to basically like you'd have to like kill a storm giant to contain his entire essence. He has too much, but the more powerful the form you sacrifice to him, the more powerful his avatar would be. Taco. The Cambion jumps off of Nightwind and says, "My name is Hezekiah. I am here representing Shiatha and Tionia, the twins that lead the Blood Court. I believe you're lieges."
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The technically Nightwind is a compatriot of theirs and was trying, and both of us felt it when you guys touched that stupid stick.
I didn't touch that stick.
You were there by the laws that govern the infernal courts of hell. You were an accomplice in the release of a dangerous demonic artifact.
Well, that doesn't bode well. So what are you going to do about that?
Me?
You gotta-
Nothing.
Well, that's a shame. I mean, you came in with a shiny flying horse. I figured maybe you were going to, wrap
I mean,
up things.
Nightwind could eat you right now. Is that what you want?
Me? No, I just figured you'd do something about the thing that got released.
The thing that got released is not the problem. Although you are about to kill a shit or destroy a ton of immortal undead, which is kind of a. I mean, I guess it might be a win for you. It's going to cause Avernus a fucking backlog when they all swarm the gates.
Huh.
Um,
I'm glad I won't be there for that. Okay, so what would you like to? Are you planning to?
I just want to make sure you understand what's about to happen.
We're gonna kill a shit ton of dead things. They're gonna go to hell and cause a backlog.
Yes. And then, because everyone is now kind of fixated on your little orb of a planet, the demonic incursions that have already occurred on your world and are possible to occur again will get at least one legion to come, and for the most part we try to leave Suabos alone. There's a lot of things there that we don't really like interacting with.
Yeah, I can empathize with that. There's a lot of things here I don't like interacting with either.
But we're gonna any demonic incursion onto the material plane by policy needs to be met with a strong opposing devil force. It's just how the war works.
That makes sense.
So just heads up. Legion,
I need a bigger cap. Got it.
anyone with ties to the infernal courts will be asked or will be expected to function as levies in the coming war.
Oh, conscription again? Man.
Bill.
Bill here, go on.
You're staring out into the, like these eyes are looking at you. They're kind of looking at them, and in your brain, you hear, "What are you? Why can you see me?"
Well, I'm Bill, and sorry, with the accent. Sorry, I'm Bill, and apparently I'm not the only one that can see you. The person that just walked by saw you too.
What is this world? It
not
smells
sure.
untainted by us.
I'm not sure what world you're from, but I'm in Suobos. I can find a map for you if you're looking for it.
I wish to know more of this Suobos.
Oh,
There
I gotta-
seems to be untouched magic. Something more to consume.
Well, are you hungry, or do you want to read a book?
Always hungry.
Okay. I don't know how I can try to carry you someplace, like to a butcher shop or something. If you want to wait right here, I can try to bring stuff to you.
Actually, it's like, touch the window. I will grant you the essence of the night orb.
I think I'd like a roll for that because I've already been told not to touch the glass kind of.
Okay. Yeah, give me a wisdom check.
Just do
That's
it.
straight up wisdom.
Insight or yeah, it's gonna be a wisdom check. Whatever is your highest wisdom check. Wisdom check with proficiency. Oh,
I don't really get any bonuses, so I'm gonna just roll a d20.
okay. Yeah, you're pretty sure bringing the night orb into this world would be bad, like super bad. And yeah, touching the window would do that.
Now I'm paranoid about touching windows. Well, thank you for your offer. I've already been told people that know a little bit more than I do to not touch the windows and mirrors now, so I'm gonna be able to touch less stuff. If you want to wait here, I can try to find somebody else that can talk to you.
The portal closes, but if you ever need me, just speak of the night orb, and I will come.
Do I have to go out to the house and say your name a couple times? Is that how it works? I go to the mirror. Okay. Well, have a good day then.
Okay, Shayna, or sorry, Brutus.
Yep.
So the master of the wild hunt is sitting in front of you and says, "Yeah, so."
So I thought it was him, but wouldn't I have recognized him from when Storm
Yeah,
summoned him?
You would have. I thought you were trying to associate it with Monk. So.
Oh no, yeah, with the Master of the Hunt. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay,
So,
sorry. Go ahead.
It's a little weird to see an archfey of any kind of power look like they're visibly drunk. And he says, "Oh God, I don't want to fight another war."
War.
Yeah. So the psychic dragons you guys have been meeting,
Mm-hmm.
and between them and the palimpsest about to implode, the Fey courts have decided that it's time to rise up and retake their world.
that doesn't sound super great. I can
It's
understand why you
not,
wouldn't want to be part of that. Yeah.
especially because you ever led an army of pixies?
No, actually, I mean, strangely, no. It doesn't sound super straightforward.
It's so chaotic. You try to give them orders, and like by nature, they're just kind of
Assholes.
yeah, no. They do the exact opposite of what you tell them. So you spend most of your time like trying to figure out how to tell them to do the exact opposite of what you actually want them to do.
Oh, that does sound like a headache. I wouldn't know what it's like to have companions like that, but yeah. Do you have to fight in the war? Can you talk them out of it if you don't want to?
No, the Queen of Night and Wind is really set on this, and Summer is just always set on this.
Hmm.
I might be able to talk to Autumn. She's usually pretty.
Pretty chill.
Yeah, she's all like, no, we need to gather food and supplies for the And Spring just wants to fuck all the time, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I get the impression she's probably pretty randy. It's something about the seasons.
Yeah.
Do you want help negating the war? Because I'm happy to see if I can do anything about that.
I mean, if you could either get the mortals to like actually be unified on something, that would make it so the Fae courts were less inclined for the war, or if you could stop the devils from coming over here, that would be good.
I may not
Killing the dragons would also probably stop it.
See, the last two options sound a little more likely than me being the one to unite mortality under one cause. Not that I doubt my eloquence or anything, but diplomacy is not exactly my strong suit. Do you know how I could stop the devils from coming up or kill the dragons?
Well, the devils are coming here because of Zooktamoy and Shar, so killing them would probably do a lot.
I haven't heard anything good about Shar, so that's probably going to work out. Any hints on that? I mean, not that I don't think I could just muscle it, but just in case. If there's something that would make it easier, and with the dragons.
Oh yeah, there's something that would make it super easy to kill Shar, but that might cause problems later. But it would stop the war.
Yeah, but what kind of problems later?
The usurpation of the god of magic by a ancient whispered lich that may or may not be trying to destroy the multiverse.
That sounds kind of like a bigger problem than a war, but also, wait, what's my intelligence? Do I know half those words? Okay, no, I probably know some of those. Okay. Prudence. Man, this sucks wanting to go for the most obvious thing. Instead of the gods, how about the dragons? What about killing them?
They're pretty weak, except that we can't touch them. For whatever reason, the time magic makes it really hard for us to. The time dilation. You would think, as Fae, we wouldn't have a problem with it since we're immortal, but for whatever reason, the time magic makes it really tough on us to get around Malys.
Could I get rid of that for you?
You definitely could get rid of it, but it would require destroying the dragons.
Oh, so 2 and 1 in the same. Okay. Well, I mean, however I can help, I'd be happy to. I'm not sure what my
Do you know anything stronger than this? He holds up his mug of Dwarven Triple. I'm like, that would help.
Do I?
No.
Okay. Like, I don't, but I would be happy to keep you company until you feel a little better.
That
And
sounds good.
Just
Another
play
one for
drinking
me and my
games.
friend.
Yeah, just keep. I'm gonna play drinking games with him until if I get more information or we just bond. I'm good with that.
Okay. Whistler, we're coming back to you. So you were asking about getting power from the stick. And it's like, well, I mean, I could help you get power. I don't think it'll give you the power you want, but it would, and it might change you in ways that you are not. Demonic and necrotic energy flowing through your body is probably not the wisest thing to do in the world, but I could help you do so.
What could I do with that?
Well, the standard use of it is to create a immortal army of zombies that will darken the land and consume all the crops, if you want to be cliche about things.
I just want to get my friend back.
I can help you with that. I don't have the magic.
Plus, I can already raise an immortal army and eat all the crops.
I mean, if you just want your friend back, we can. I mean, you can make a barter with one of the various deities of this world, or I mean, I'm fairly close to apotheosis myself. I've been kind of avoiding it because, well, being a god kind of sucks, honestly.
Grass is greener, my friend. Grass is greener.
I just want to know everything I can before we have to get rid of it.
Okay. I can cast
I
legend.
thought you would want to know too.
I can cast
Maybe
legend
you're
lore
pretty
on
to
it.
know more than you know.
I can cast legend lore on it and link you to my hive mind so you see exactly what I see. Okay, he will start to cast legend lore and link you to it. I'm going to need you to make an intelligence saving throw on the legend lore because it's like a crazy amount of information will be dumped into your brain.
Okay. Just an intelligence save?
Yeah. Okay, so sorry. So you take 17 points of psychic damage. It's hard to de-jumble everything. I'm gonna reveal those things later through dreams and the like. You now have basically the memories of Orcus from 1500 years ago.
Cool.
That also means you can't cast them, but technically you know every necromancy spell.
Okay. Like, I can't cast them because I don't have spell slots, or like...
Because you don't have spell slots and you need to write them in your book.
Okay.
You're still a wizard.
So it's something Whistler can work on.
Mm-hmm.
I have the pieces I need to figure them out.
Right.
Got it.
I guess we'll go with Becca. So I am here. Listen, I don't usually mention it, but I'm here as kind of a representative of a being that usually likes to keep itself hidden.
Okay.
Usually we don't speak its name. It's a celestial by the name of Jasarian. They're concerned.
Okay. understandable in the present situation, I think.
They have been monitoring a certain other creature that likes to keep its name hidden from the world. That is actually already a god, but wishes to be what Gisarian is, a lady of pain. They wish to be a greater deity, a supreme deity. The issue is, Gisarian keeps an eye on most things, and keeps an eye especially on the Whispered One. And they've looked past the veil and into Suabos, and I've talked to it and explained that you are probably the best representative for its will, but it's not comfortable with a creature so obsessed with dominating others.
I have been rethinking my oath, honestly. Having us pretty much, well, running the town, it sounds so cliche, but we have such influence here, and I've noticed more and more that it is more important to develop relationships and protect the hearts of the people following you than taking over someone else. But I'm not entirely sure what oath would fit best with my new perspective.
Before society became as complicated as it was, there were older civilizations that the idea of good and evil was less defined, and they appreciated heroism in all of its forms and enforcing a certain ethical code. If you are willing to become an example for others to follow in the coming war, Gisarian will grant you its grace.
I am willing to be an example for others to follow in the upcoming war.
You must understand that, as an example, your actions will speak louder than your words. That no challenge must go unanswered. And that you must embrace the destinies that lay before you.
Okay.
Kneel, Sashi.
She kneels in front of the Queen of Serpents.
A glowing light comes out of her hands and washes your body. Your oath has now changed from the oath of conquest to the oath of heroism.
Okay.
Bum, bum, bum.
Okay, before we all convene, does anyone have any other questions for their respective people?
Brutus actually might ask if there is a way that, should he be unable to stop either Shar or the dragons, if there would be a way to help with either contacting the Court of Spring and Summer, or no, is it Spring and Autumn, to help with persuading them or something like that.
The Master of the Hunt says, well, both of them are aware of the situation. The Court of Autumn is more just like hunkering down and is just trying to not is preparing for the worst, and that's just what they do. The Court of Spring is, they are willing to sue for peace, but they don't have the political clout. Usually the Court of Winter and the Court of Summer are the two powers, and they just by nature don't get along.
Yeah, I figured that was kind of where we were going with that, but
If
those
they're
were
an
asking.
alliance, the Court of Autumn and the Court of Spring don't really have much say.
They not have the kind of force behind
Mhm.
their courts.
Right. Mainly because both of them are always so distracted by their own things.
Yeah. Still, if there would be a way to try and maybe contact them or persuade them,
Okay.
Brutus would, just as a backup. Maybe Jay would be better for the mission, but someone's a little more
I will
charismatic.
try to get you in contact with them.
If nothing else, they can help with these other things that will prevent the war in the first place.
It's been a long time since I allowed myself to get drunk.
Sometimes it's nice to have a little distraction.
Okay. Is
Yeah,
there
that's
any...
it.
Bill.
Yeah, so I'd ask, I said before the person went away, do I need to have a mirror or something shiny in order to contact you? Like I said before, jokingly.
It was like, it helps, but speak only of the night orb and I will talk to you.
So you said it's Night Orb or Night Lord?
Yorb.
Night Lord?
Yorb. Yorbe.
Okay. And then what would I get if I did decide to help you?
You would be the last to die.
I'm the last one to die. It sounds so promising. Thank you. We'll stay in touch. I'll have my people call your people.
All right. Night Yorb. Remember the name. Night Yorb.
Can you spell it again?
I feel like I'm being made fun of.
Oh, no, not at all.
Daco is away. Tucker, it looked like you had a question.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't have a question so much. It's just he gets that flood of information in his head, and still connected to the hive. He has the thought, not the hive, the swarm.
Mm-hmm.
Still connected to the swarm. He has the thought. With an internal army like that, we could take that tower.
Okay. You get a weird nod of agreement in your head as you're. And okay, so Daco's. Chris, do you have any questions for Orcus then?
Storm will just go. He would have asked what was coming, why our world was fucked, so he could get some information. I'm guessing he would give most of the information I've been hearing, anyways.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, well, I guess whale watching might be a thing soon. And I'm not sure how feasible it will be to bring you over into a normal body because it's kind of frowned upon. I mean, it might happen, but just in case, is there...
Orcus actually, well, I mean, no offense, but you all seem to kill a lot of people.
I mean, yeah, but I don't think they would... There's not a lot of storm giants around. I mean, why bring you if you're not at your full power?
I mean, it's more of a volume thing for my power. So any, huge creature would probably suffice.
All right. I guess I'll just have to see.
Whoever said, if you suggest a golem, he says that is one thing that will not work. It needs to have been alive at some point in order for me to. Flesh golem would actually.
And it has to be a dead body?
Yes, it must be a dead body. Lord of Undeath kind of is in the name.
So you just can't share a body with me then, huh? You're making this rough.
Not unless you die. I mean, I could kill you right now, but I'm not. You're a little. No offense, you're a little small for me.
Well, that's rude.
Before you go, you want to write Russian? Like I make them all the time. Here's a white Russian.
Oh God, yeah, sure.
At which point he snaps his fingers, and you peer back. You blink your eyes open. It's literally been like half a second for you, and you have a white Russian in your hand.
Awesome. I will drink it.
So you guys all get back together after your. Unless Daku, you have a question for Hez or Nightwind.
I mean, he just told me to expect potentially being drafted to service, so that's real great. Dako's just already thinking about how to start fortifying Dako's place for a demonic incursion, because that's what how Dako thinks.
So
That's all he's got.
you guys get back together. Does anybody share any of their experiences?
How drunk am I
Um,
after keeping pace with?
You're actually not. Like, you get the sense that he was intentional. Like, he has such control. Like, the actual alcohol was not what was making him drunk.
Yeah.
He just was like,
Okay, he was just letting himself be drunk.
yeah.
Sweet.
Got it.
Bill, you had something?
That's everything that I know of, and I'll also ask anyone not to ask me to carry any mirrors or any water, just in case something happens. But if something bad happens, I might be the last one to die. And it's not against you guys; it's just what I was promised, which is very weird to say.
Okay.
So don't let you hang out with Resplendent and her people anytime soon.
Probably not.
or in town someplace.
Oh, yeah.
because
Speaking of that, since Resplendent is the sheriff, there's probably a lot of mirrors in the sheriff's office now.
Oh, yeah.
You should probably quit your job.
I might have to. Can someone help me put in my 2 weeks notice?
Sure, I can help you with that.
By
Also,
the
your
way,
dad.
so Zashi, I should mention you. So your the group that was following you, the kobolds, the shield bearer has actually been replaced by that messenger kobold that you had before, the one that looked like it was covered in feathers.
Okay. I do have some information for you guys, but first, welcome aboard. What's your name?
Sneak.
Welcome aboard, Snick.
Sneak, not Snick. Sneak.
Sneak. Sorry. Welcome aboard, Sneak. So I found out someone called the Whispered One is attempting to make themselves a superior god. And he has a particular interest in our little world and is going to be attempting to infiltrate. Does anyone know anything about the Whispered One? Because I know very little except what I've just been told.
Player knowledge?
This is just to the kobold, or this is to everybody?
This is to everyone. I would welcome the kobold because I realize that they've replaced Reed.
What do you want
I
to roll?
You actually would, now that you have that memory. You actually get like even Orcus is not like aware of Vecna before he became a lich, but you are aware of, and some of them.
well, I knew a little bit before.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so I had that.
Mhm.
But I minor illusion Bill's eyes on Greenfire.
Oh, so like
Just one eye.
So the skeleton might actually have some. Okay, we might have to handle that skeleton.
Jocko decides to enlighten everyone that this Whispered One sounds all real good and all, but apparently there's an abyssal incursion coming, which will be met by an infernal incursion. And we're all just going to get caught in the middle anyway, so we should probably start shoring up our defenses.
Maybe attempting to unify some people for their own safety.
Yeah, sure, Or fortifications.
Just around Daco's place. That's the most important part.
Yes. I mean, it's already pretty awesome.
Okay.
The only question is, do we want to share this with other people so other people know?
Well, if we're going to be trying to unify some people so that they have a better chance of surviving what's coming, we're going to have to explain at least a little bit.
We could always just leave, right?
Leave the entire planet? I don't think that's really going to be possible to evacuate the entire planet.
I wasn't talking about the entire planet.
And I walk over and I grab a shovel. And I point to Storm.
Storm is like, let's go.
Okay. So you guys are gonna bury this stick?
I'm just going to remind you that you have an earthbender and you don't really need to use a shovel unless you really want to.
I would have asked Daco, can you make a hole so we could bury the stick and maybe keep it to where it's not out in the open?
I can totally do that.
Okay, you bury the stick. Do you but you don't like do any other things? Like you don't kill a pig?
Nobody.
Nobody?
I look at Storm because I don't know what the ceremony is.
He gonna backstab Daco later.
Did we actually have like?
You can get a pig. It's
Oh my god!
Does Storm explain at all what you need? Because if you just need a body, I've got some
I'll be right
mummies
back.
in a certain area of our place that I got to kill anyhow before dealing with, well, what's down there. So we've got some bodies that we do actually have to kill.
Oh, good. Then we actually don't have to, kill such a lovely animal such as this pig.
There's also that traitor, because we interred his body at Daco's place in the Hall of Heroes.
No, we're not going to use him. I believe Whistler is still very attached to Sandy. I'm not quite sure how. I don't believe Zashi knows how attached because Whistler hasn't explained. So we're not going to use Sandy.
He's also not in the Hall of Heroes.
Right.
I thought we put him in the Hall of Heroes for some reason.
We moved him after the fact.
He requested to be
Well,
buried on
Daco
the-
doesn't know that then.
Exactly. That was
So did you just tell Daco that?
Now Daco's like, what's going on?
Daco took it a little personally. He lost some good friends. Thank you.
Well, I thought Daco knew that the Phoenix raised him up and he attacked. He didn't attack us again. He was like chained
No,
to the Phoenix. He wasn't raised by the Phoenix. He was used as a chain to stop the Phoenix.
Yep, as part of redeeming him.
That might have been one of the days where I wasn't there.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So pretty true. The Phoenix used Sandy to take care of some pretty
Sister
bad.
Ayame used Sandy to take care of the Phoenix.
Right. And by what Sister Ayame and Sandy's shade did, they purified the Phoenix.
Oh, yeah, see, I didn't know anything about that. So that's player. I don't
And then
know.
Whistler hid the body somewhere in the city.
That's probably good because Daco would not be down with that.
All right. So, if we're doing this right now, like I said, there's some mummies that I do have to kill while they're still inanimate, and we
Let's
could
go
use
get some mummies. Woo!
So everyone just got real quiet when Daco volunteered the traitor who's interred at the Hall of Heroes then.
We're all like, oh, we forgot to tell you.
Yeah. I think we remind you because Daco would have known, but.
Okay, so you're gonna go grab the mummies.
Mm-hmm.
How many mummies are you burying with this thing? I'm not gonna have you guys like roll for it. You know where the mummies are. It's not a huge deal.
I'm going to leave that up to.
Well, I'm just like, I don't know how many we need, but let's just, since we have them here, unless anybody else needs them for something, just bury them all in there.
Okay, if I remember right, there was about 10 or 12 down in that hallway.
Okay, give me a second. I have
Give
to
him a
look up
choice.
something.
Yeah, that was great. Look at Scott's face as soon as he said that.
Yep.
I completely forgot about these mummies. So
Yep. Well, Zashi knew she needed to take care of him before even broaching the subject of that diamond with Whistler.
Are these living undead mummies or dead mummies?
They're
well, technically, so you'd actually have to bury it inside that tomb because of the way that tomb works. Because there's a suppression field on the mummies.
yes.
So there was 10 mummies. Each mummy has a challenge rating of 3 and 58 hit points. So your Orcus avatar, if it's actually, I need Storm to give me a religion check real quick as you're completing this ritual. Okay. Okay. We will get to that in the 3 days it takes for Orcus to assemble such things. Okay.
Yes.
So how many did we use?
You used 10, but with the religion check of 17, not all of them are usable.
While
Do
Storm
we still
is
need a blood sacrifice as well, like something living?
You do need a blood sacrifice. You don't actually need something like, you don't need to kill something, but you do need. But I figured that's part of the religion check.
so while Storm is getting all set up, Zashi is going to ask a moment of Whistler's time. It's only going to take a couple minutes. She is going to guide Whistler through the traps to where that diamond is, because she has noticed that Whistler is still in mourning. And she's going to point out the traps and explain that it would require a sacrifice, but that diamond is a suitable quality and size for a true resurrection spell. And now that we've taken care of the mummies, if
I point over at Storm.
at Storm, you want to sacrifice Storm? I don't think he's going to be down for that.
Because I wasn't there for that session. What am I looking at? Why does it require a sacrifice to get this diamond?
So it's trapped, and basically a meteor level impact will hit when someone touches that diamond.
It's Indiana Jones all over again.
Yeah.
So I point to Storm and then I say,
And Zashi will explain that Zashi and Brutus had been keeping this diamond under wraps until it was a chance to take care of the mummies and begin the conversation of how to get it out of there.
are there any bones? Or some of these mummies are just dead people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I walk up to one of those and I'll cast Animate Dead on it.
Okay.
Turn it into a skeleton.
Okay. A skeleton appears. Oh, actually, no, a skeleton doesn't appear. Sorry. The other thing that, and they would probably actually, you notice this, the other thing is this entire area is under the effect of a hallow spell.
Mhm. And Zashi will explain that the hallowed spell will also disappear when the diamond's touched, which is why she needed to take care of the mummies before doing anything with it.
So but we don't think they're all mummies, right? Like they're mummies, but they're not all mummies, right?
You have no idea.
No clue.
Are there any other dead? Are there any other corpses?
Yeah, there's plenty of corpses in here.
Okay, I take a much simpler corpse out and drag it out of the hollow spell.
Okay. It's out of the hollow spell, and you cast animate that on it?
Up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have another skeleton.
Okay. Then I send it in.
Collapses as soon as it hits the hollow spell.
The hollow spell.
I'm going to grab coffee. I'll be right back.
It's almost like the people who protected this diamond thought about that.
I think if I remember, that's part of why
I look down at Flap for a second and then shake my head.
What's up? What was that, Shayna?
No, nothing. Just that if I remember right, that was part of the reason Zashi and Brutus decided to keep it under wraps, so no one in town heard about it, thought it'd be a cool idea, and got themselves killed.
Got themselves squished. Yeah. But actually, Whistler, you can actually, and anyone now that you can see this hollow spell, so it does two things: prevents any necromantic magic, which is also designed around the idea that you couldn't raise dead with a diamond without drag the body in here. The other thing it prevents is conjuration magic, so you can't teleport in this area either.
We need sacrifices. There's a butcher shop, right? And we can find pigs and chicken and stuff like that. That'll work, right?
Make an illusion of the staff of the wand of Arcus, just leaning up against the pedestal with the diamonds on.
I missed something, sorry.
Then I throw my shovel away.
The Whistler made an image of the staff of Orcus leaning up against where the diamond's at in the center of the hallow spell.
Actually, that's probably a good place to keep it under wraps for a while.
Do we want to bury it underneath it so it's out of sight but still in protection?
Okay. Is that what you're doing? Okay.
I don't know. I mean, does Storm have a...
Yeah, we just have to bury it.
Okay. Sweet. So you guys.
I want to bury it though, so it's still in the hollow spell.
Yeah.
Not deep. Yeah.
Yeah. I got you.
Okay.
So what are you guys doing now?
Heading back to deal with the skeleton infected by the whispered one.
You don't know that.
Whistler just...
You suspect that. I didn't say...
Don't know it for certain.
Yeah, we don't know that.
We suspect it. Which is different.
Okay. Give me a brief second.
Do we need to stock up on any supplies before we go?
Pretty much already did my supply shopping before talking to the Queen of Serpents.
Well, I was trying to think if we need poisons or any disease stuff to resistance or help us from, or something like paralysis or anything like that.
I was able to get a couple things, some healing potions, and I imagine we're having this conversation while we work. A potion of blur to help out, and potion of cat's grace. Unfortunately, couldn't get any poisons made right now, but Abernathy's willing to take some of the Arcanite, and it'll take him about a week or two. And he can do some pretty cool poisons with it. But they won't be ready right now.
Okay, so as you guys make your way back,
Sorry, just point of order. How long did this all take? Did we spend a whole day?
you wouldn't be a whole day. You spent like 14 hours. It's 2 hours later in the palimpsest.
Right. So we didn't take a rest outside.
Right.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, if you want to, you can take a rest outside. That's up to you.
No, that's okay. We'll just go back.
So as you make your way back, standing in front of you is and I still need to put the token down. Is a familiar looking skeleton. It looks a little bit more beat up than you remember it. It's also wearing a fairly, basically a camo print cloak, a better short sword, and is completely out of arrows.
Yeah.
Oh, my skeleton or the glowy eye skeleton?
Your skeleton is the glowy eyes.
Is the glowy eye skeleton. Okay.
Whistler? I thought you just wanted him to stay here. It looks like he's been gathering stuff.
Oh, and there are a bunch of ghoul bodies everywhere.
Yeah.
Right here.
You want us to fight him? No. You want him to give over the cloak and the sword? No.
I just motion him to follow me.
Okay, yeah, it'll follow you. Let me put a skeleton token down and give you control of it somehow.
That's okay. I can just order him. You can keep control.
Okay.
Unless it's easier for you to not have to worry about it.
No, I'll just remember. And it still has 22 hit points instead of normal 13 because of the temporary thing that you did.
Is there any way we can verify our suspicions?
Bill, it doesn't have the glowy flame eye right now. Just to let you know.
Yeah. Does anyone else see that it doesn't have the flame this time as well?
Well, no, I don't see a flame in it right now.
Okay, just making sure I don't see it either.
Okay. Well, you've got control of it, right, Whistler? I'm just going to throw this out there. Everyone kind of watch your backs when it comes to the skeleton. I know Whistler has control, but I really suspect something's weird with it. So, shall we continue on and try to find Amethyst?
Go ahead and everybody give me a perception check.
Okay.
Storm, you definitely hear it. The sound of something very large and very frustrated roars in the distance.
In a certain direction? Is it southwest?
Yeah, southwest.
I'll just say that to the group. I'm like, I think he's still in the southwest.
All right. Let's head that way.
Actually, from your perspective, because it moved, so it's actually due south.
It's moved a little bit south now. Just
all right. Let's.
Do you want me to move you guys to where you last interacted with this dungeon?
Unless we can go straight south. I'm not sure if there's a door down this way.
Yeah, there isn't a big mass of zombies down here anymore eating a.
Right.
There's somewhere else eating something.
Always so very, very distrusting, guys.
Yeah, well,
No, we just want to go there fast.
Maybe something is eating them elsewhere.
Okay.
maybe.
So I moved you south to the room you were last.
Oh, somehow I have two icons.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Okay. So here we are, and we were heading east at this point, except I remember down here. Well, I can't see it right now, but I think on the southwestern corner there was a door that would lead further south.
Yes.
There was.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to head down
That's where
that
you
way?
and me were.
Tucker, how far back do you want the skeleton from you? Or do you want him in front, or where do you want the skeleton to be? You have control over him, so you get to order him.
He is right now just ordered to defend me.
Okay, so
So he's like right by me.
Awesome.
Daco's calling an alt stop.
I think I see our friend.
Looks like he's
Yeah.
right next to some sort of chest, too.
That was a rough corner to come around.
yeah, I need initiative checks from everybody.
That's lame.
And I need to go grab a book. I'll be right back.
That doesn't bode well.
This is why we don't trust you.
Me?
Not you.
Oh.
Talking about Scott.
Oh, okay.
But I don't trust you either when you're GMing either. We're still in that dungeon.
We're never leaving that dungeon. We're dying in that dungeon.
I'm like, just take us to hell already.
I just want to go to
I've
hell. Will you
honestly
just-
thought about offering you guys a fast forward because, like, there's still 3 other, like, Boulder's Gates, like, scenarios that are required to get to hell.
I just want out of this dungeon, man. This is that's just bad.
that module is-
I mean, it's not the dungeon itself isn't bad. It's just gone on too long. It's too.
Yeah.
Well, that was what Chester warned us with that module in the first place, right? Is that it's a little railroady and the intro's kind of shitty.
Okay.
You should all just fight everything that's way too much strong for you, and then when you all die, that's like the quick route to hell, right?
Yeah.
We died. Oh,
Why did
we're hell now.
Zachi be the only one that jumped on my thing? Oh, well.
I don't know.
It's really not a big deal.
It
It
might
claims I
because-
did not have my token selected, but my token is selected. So,
I'll add everybody. It'll just be a second. Give me a second.
There's a lot of nat 20s in this initiative check.
I love my new initiative with the scorpion mail armor, by the way.
Is the half plate special too, or because it's usually full plate, right?
Yep, but Zashi asked and worked with Kaylee to make it half plate so that she could wear it. It still has the same properties. It's just
Oh, because your strength score isn't high enough for.
right.
Don't wreck this armor. You're still making payments on it.
This is true. And side note, really want to pay that off because I do not want to screw Kaylee over.
I mean, but by the time you pay it off, there's going to be a new set of armor for you to lease.
That is possible.
Speaking of armor, whatever happened to Plautus?
He's still around. You guys haven't. He doesn't really any reason to interact with you, and you guys really haven't had a reason to interact with him.
I keep expecting him to show up complaining about the kobolds, honestly, but that hasn't happened yet.
He's kind of in a weird position where he doesn't. He's still making money, but he also has no real like influence, so he just kind of keeps his mouth shut.
Like he should.
He knows that we have all the martial power,
Yeah,
even if he's the figurehead.
he has no real reason to.
He should be paying us like protection money. Let's go get our bats.
Zashi will tell Sneak and Squish to stay back out of the fight. because they're hired to help carry stuff. They're not hired to get deadified.
Okay.
Are we also having to make maps still?
Yes,
And
we are
they-
having them make the maps.
And Tucker, I'm just gonna have the skeleton go at the same time you do, just to
Okay.
make things easier. Okay, so we get to start with Zashi.
Okay. I don't know what hero oath spells I have right now,
Mm-hmm.
because that would take a while to actually convince D&D Beyond to shift it over. So just go with what I got. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I guess I will dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And because Storm did want to try to talk to the dragon about getting assistance with the time dilation,
Mm-hmm.
did Brutus tell us about us actually needing to kill the psychic dragons?
Yes, he would have shared that.
Okay. In that case, Sashi is not going to call out, but she is right there. And that's right now, I think, all she can do, unless I do a spiritual weapon. But I don't think I'm going to do that right now. So that's her turn. She dashes forward.
Okay. Let's see. What does? Okay. It looks at you and is like, what is Zashi? Ah, Storm. Have you come to feed me?
Not myself, no.
Then I think it's time our
But you look like
friendship
rather
ends.
filled out now. I mean,
Oh. It'll fly up in the air 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. Go to 65. So right outside of Zashi's aura.
this dragon's an asshole. I don't think he's a friend.
I don't think he is either.
I need Zashi to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Is this a spell?
No, it's a
magic with that?
psionic ability, so it is not a spell.
Damn it.
Zashi, you feel something like grab hold of your body, but not like in a physical way, and instead you go all the way over here, and Zashi disappears,
Yikes.
and then it'll just start hovering there. Okay, that's its turn. So Whistler.
So, because I'm a dumb player and forgot to declare it, he has to waste his action to cast Mage Armor.
I don't worry about that. I honestly, most wizards, I just assume you have Mage Armor. Just as long as you make sure you mark down the spell slot as soon as you enter a dangerous zone.
Okay. Well, the other thing is that I'm so far back, I can't see anything that's happening.
Well, Daco called for a halt, so you probably either saw a relay of signals or heard someone say something.
I'll use my bonus action to. Well, skeleton's following me anyway, so he's protecting me. To still protect me, and how fast can a skeleton go?
30 feet.
30 feet.
Mhm.
Can they use the dash action?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'll use the dash action to get here and still not be able to see the stupid dragon.
But the skeleton can. Give me a brief second.
We see it. Oh yeah, I can lean and see it. I can see it. Yeah. So. He leans out and then he steps back
Okay.
on his. So Zashi's not right there.
Zachi just got teleported. Might take me a round or two to get back to you.
She's on the opposite side of the dungeon at this point.
Oh, that's Storm, huh?
It's not quite the opposite
Yeah,
side.
she was down here.
I mean, unless you meant to move me further than that.
No, it has to be in line of sight of the guy. The way the ability is worded. Sorry, I'm just checking something real quick. Yeah, okay. The what does it want to do? Yeah, okay. It's actually not going to use a legendary action. There's nothing that it can do right now. Or it can, but it doesn't have anything good to do because no one's really inside of it. Okay, Storm.
I'm going to hit it with a firebolt.
Okay.
Probably does not hit.
No. Goes super wide.
And I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Daco since he might be doing something.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay, Brutus.
Have I heard anything other than the conversation between Storm and...
You would have heard it talk. It's very loud.
Okay, that's what I thought. So I will... Oh, it's hard to see, but... Oh, wait, hold on. I can do the thing. Yes. Except I can't see, so actually that's not crazy useful, but I can get to there. So Brutus... Oh, well, I can't because this is... Damn it.
You run right into Whistler.
Let's try. 40, I could go past. I can get to there then. And I see Big Dragon. I don't see the option. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Can I shoot it from here? I can. Now that I have a bow, I'll shoot it. I have the
What kind of bow do you have?
it's a regular short bow, but I still have 18 of the magic arrows, and then I have regular.
You're gonna get disadvantage on this because I'm pretty sure a short bow is
60
That's
feet.
what, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So I would be beyond it, but that's what I'm gonna use.
You're in long range, but you just have disadvantage on it. You're not.
Yeah,
You can bonus action dash now.
I don't think so. No, I have it as a standard action to dash.
Okay.
So, no, I'm just preparing it.
Okay.
Like it's not happening this round.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm done.
Okay. And Daco.
Sorry, I'm reading one of my abilities. Okay. Daco is going to rush forward because he watched Zashi just disappear and is assuming the worst.
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's as close as he can get. And from there, he's going to make some attacks.
Okay.
I'm going to go with both the thrown spear followed by a barrage of elemental strike.
Okay. Let's see it.
And neither are going to hit because he sucks life.
Yeah. Neither
You have
hit.
a Bardic Inspiration.
I shall attempt and use my bardic inspiration on the spear throw,
On the 13?
which is yeah.
Okay.
What's my dice for that at this level?
D8.
1d8.
Nope.
I am
It hits
Not
its hide, but it just kind of blinks off of.
not feeling particularly inspired with my magical spear of late. Okay, well, that's Jocko's turn. Yeah.
Okay. That brings us to Bill.
Bill's going to try to move around as well, but I don't think I have enough to move and shoot as well. Stop there for the first one, and I will use my action to dash as well.
Mhm.
I'll be stopping there. And I'll be past turn.
Okay. And Zashi.
Okay. Well, I pulled up my spells, so I'm going to go ahead and, as a bonus action, cast Expeditious Retreat on myself.
Okay.
And
So you immediately get to take the dash action, and as a basically it gives you the bonus action dash.
and I believe I am close enough to use my longbow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well within range.
Excellent. I am going to use my longbow with a couple of those special arrows.
Okay.
So that would be actually +8 to hit. $17 on the first one
Nope.
and 12 on the second. So
Nope.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to go ahead and take those 2 arrows off.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
It is
He's
now.
good to hit.
Yes, he is. Amethyst's turn.
As a bonus action, I'll say, Amethyst, you broke Storm's heart. He thought you were friends.
Okay. Mhm. Okay. It is going to. Let's see who's kind of mess with the most right now. It is going to go 30. It is going to make a. It's going to actually land. It's going to make a bite attack against Daco.
I'm going to react to the attempted attack, BT Dubs,
Okay.
with this.
Okay, so you get +5 to your AC.
Mm-hmm. And there's a stone pillar that offers cover.
Does a 20 hit you with +5?
Not with that.
Okay.
Boom!
Okay, and then it's going to go bonus action flay. So this is going to be a cone. If anyone can see, so that's going to be everybody but Zashi and Whistler. Because I can't see Whistler because he's behind the corner.
Well, there's 3/4 cover. There's a pillar of stone here now for anyone that's behind me also, isn't there?
Yeah, but he can still see you.
I know, but I'm just saying for a cone effect, we've got cover if it's physical.
It's not. It's. I need everybody
Okay.
to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
People need to be shorter than 5 feet tall. What's wrong with you all?
The actually skeleton doesn't have to make it because this is it's literally flaying your skin. The skeleton doesn't have. I'm ruling the skeleton doesn't have skin to flay.
Wow, those are some spectacular rolls.
We're really acing this. This is
I
gonna
don't
go.
think this is going to go well.
This is gonna go
It's
super
okay. When
great.
you all die, I'll bring you back as skeletons.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's not that much damage.
He's lying.
You all
He's
take
gonna put
3
the bodies
points of
in the
damage.
pit. He's putting our bodies in the pit with Orcus's sacrifice. Don't want to fool you.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
As you feel parts of your skin start to like flake off, but it's not.
It's just like a sunburn.
Yeah.
If that's sunburn or something.
And that's its turn. Whistler.
I lean out and will. I will hoot and holler so everybody, and I will whistle my name, and I will cat call whistle too, and then I will cast a silent image.
Okay.
And all I'm doing is making a wall right here. So in these 3 squares,
Okay.
15 foot high, an illusionary wall.
Okay. So okay, I got why you do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I will duck back and send the skeleton after him. Now, obviously, the skeleton's not going to be able to make that investigation, so he's going to go around the fake wall. But I'm going to tell the skeleton to attack the dragon.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll a d20 to figure out if the skeleton does or not. Okay. Okay, yeah, the skeleton has no idea that's a fake wall.
Yeah, so he's actually in the wall right now. You actually have to go around. I made it.
Yeah. Okay.
He doesn't have enough movement, Scotty, to get there.
Okay.
He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I guess. Well, he could get there with the dash if he takes the dash action.
He will. He'll get there. Okay. And that brings us to. Actually, the adult dragon does not like you guys being there. And we'll actually use his psionic shift ability. I need Dako to make a dexterity saving throw, and the skeleton to make a dexterity saving throw. So Tucker, roll 1d20 plus 2, and then Dako, roll your dexterity saving throw.
What am I'm saving?
You're saving for the skeleton.
Oh. Plus 2, you said?
Yeah. Okay, so the skeleton saves. Dako, you do not. So the skeleton takes half damage and won't be pushed back. Dako, you will be pushed back on this. So Dako take 11 force damage. The skeleton takes 5, and Dako, you get pushed back 15 feet.
Okay. Are you choosing that 15 feet, or do I get to pick where I go?
It's directly back.
Oh, man.
I don't have control over the skeleton to keep track of the skill points.
I got it.
Okay.
And that brings us to Storm.
All right, where was this wall at? This imaginary wall?
You know what? Let me just draw it in.
That
So,
now I have to deal with
right
because
there.
I don't know that's an imaginary wall.
You know it's I called it out before I did it.
So I'm going to go ahead and move down here so I could get line of sight on this guy. And I'm going
Well,
to...
if you know it's an imaginary wall, you have line of sight on it.
Yeah. You know it's an imaginary wall. You can see through the wall.
Can I see through the wall?
Yeah.
All right, then I'm not going to move. I'm going to just hit him with the firebolt.
Okay.
Although
Nope.
you'll be shooting a firebolt through the illusion.
Yeah. That's what I said I was going to move because I was going to shoot through the wall.
Yeah, no, I mean you don't have a disadvantage, but he might see the firebolt going through the wall.
Yeah. So if you want to move, it doesn't matter. You miss,
Yeah.
but okay. And that would bring us then to Brutus. Brutus, you also know the wall is an illusion. Not that it really matters right now.
Yeah. With this yellow brownish, was that a physical wall?
Yes, that is a 5-foot
Okay.
pillar, 1 inch thick. So it's 5 foot tall, 1 inch thick.
And it's just in this square that it's drawn in? What's this
Yeah,
little dot?
that's why I was trying to get it added in there.
Oh, okay. Because I'm wondering if I can do this. Yeah. So I could use my action to charge him, and I wouldn't get, I think, the second in, but I could at least gore him.
Yeah, because you use your bonus action, because you get to use your bonus action for your gore. So go ahead and you can go and move up and make the attack.
Right next to the wall. And I don't know if it's me. 18.
18 misses.
Oh. Okay. Well, I am there as a beacon of light, guys. Aim over here, but just a little to the side.
Okay. Daco.
Daco is pretty upset about being pushed back and is going to run up here and attempt to do a 2 elemental strikes because he doesn't have his spear anymore.
Nope.
And then he is going to spin back and actually duck behind the pillar.
Okay.
So in theory, he's lower than the 5 feet. I can't get. Well, I'm in the same thing. Whatever. In the same space as the pillar. Duck down to try and block line of sight.
Okay.
That's all I got.
He is going to try to detect, because he suspects that wall is wrong. This is his last legendary action of the turn. And fails. That brings us then to Bill.
So I'm not sure if Bill knows if that's a wall or not.
I would say you can see through it. Well, actually, with your eyes, you probably don't. You have no idea what people are talking about a wall. Because
So-
Well, he
magic.
would see it. He just has magic sight, so
Yeah.
it's glowing though.
Yeah, it's a glowy
It's
wall.
a big glowing purple wall.
So just question, does this happen before? And I know not to run through it so that it doesn't break the illusion.
I have no idea. That's up to Bill. I would say give me an intelligence check.
Why would you do that? So I get a -1. D20 -1.
Oh, yeah, you know not to run through the wall.
Okay. So I'll move around it then, and then I'll just try to move around it more. I'm going to stay within aggro range, but I'm going to try to move around for my dash action.
Okay.
There. So I'm behind it. And then I will pass turn.
Okay, and that brings us to Zashi.
All right. There. Okay. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. I can get there with my movement. So I think she's going to drink the potion of blur to try to make it harder for Amethyst to target her as her action.
Okay.
I think
My
that-
spear's probably on the ground over there somewhere too, you know.
Yeah, if I was actually going to ask Scott if I may use a free action to pick up the
Sure.
spear of Paco. Okay. So yeah, I'll drink the potion, pick up your spear.
Okay. And that brings us to Amethyst. And Amethyst will go ahead and use a bite as its action and a claw as its bonus action. For First, the bite. We will say it tries to bite Daco. 15
So
to
I've got
hit.
that. So I'm behind that pillar right now.
Okay.
I don't know what is that 3/4 quarters.
No, yeah, it was a 15 to hit. Yeah, it's 3/4.
Okay.
Here.
So yeah, that's not a hit then.
Yeah, and then this will be again. This is a claw attack against Brutus.
Rude.
19.
A
I wonder
hit.
if I can
No.
I do that pillar for someone else?
19 does not hit.
Okay. Wow, this thing is not rolling well at all.
Thank
I'm
God,
gonna
because
always-
we're having a rough time too.
This is gonna be a lot of missing. I can already like this game.
Roll
Yeah.
20 is just screwing us over so bad.
Yeah,
This is going to be a lot of this whiffing.
Whistler.
Okay. So I will chill touch him through the wall because that's not. It doesn't actually travel through the wall. It's the conjuration
Right.
by him. I miss.
Yeah, I miss. And then the skeleton gets to go. Go ahead and roll a one. I'm assuming you want it to attack. Give me
Yeah,
a
it's
1d20 plus 5, please.
It's a little bit better than a standard skeleton. That's cool.
The skeleton
Yeah.
hits. Go ahead and roll me 3d6 plus 3.
Ooh, whatever sword that thing found, we want. When it dies.
Okay. So you notice that as the sword comes up, like the image, it has this like weird serpentine thing around it that seems angry that it's attacking a dragon. Okay. However, I now need everybody that's currently in melee to make an intelligence save, please. The skeleton will automatically fail this. He can't possibly pass.
Is that line of sight required or not?
No, it's no.
Okay.
Bill fails as well.
God damn it. This is so bad.
Okay, so the skeleton. So everyone who failed, which
So
is
an 18 would fail, or it's just because he's undead.
yeah, an 18 would fail. Well, no, actually, what is the DC on this? Sorry, 18 succeeds. The skeleton does not take damage.
Well, I haven't rolled.
Okay.
But that would be the max I could roll would be an
Yeah.
18.
Yeah.
Well, roll.
Yeah, no, he takes damage.
Okay. So
We all
everyone-
know that you're just going to be. with the
Everyone
rest
who
of-
failed, go ahead and take 8 points of damage for me. 8 points of psychic damage as the pain from being pain from being hit seems to lash out to everybody around it. It is now its legendary action, and it is going to again need saving throws from everybody that's in melee.
Intelligence again?
Yeah. Or, sorry, dexterity. Dexterity on this one.
Oh, well, that's good because intelligence didn't go well. Dexterity went worse.
Okay. Bill, you succeed. Go ahead and roll me a dex save for the skeleton, please.
Hey, he is a dancing little pile of bones. He's
Yeah.
pretty good.
And Brutus, you barely fail. I'm sorry.
I figured.
Everyone who fails take.
Not known for my dexterity.
Nah.
Be gentle.
Everyone who fails take 10 points of damage. Everyone who succeeded take 5 points of damage. I'll be right back.
Storm, I get it. I
Storm woke up on the wrong side of the bed, and it seems like everybody else has too. And
we're all kind of out of it. Can we do that whole dream sequence where we wake up like, oh man, we all had this really weird linked dream last night. Let's not fight the dragon until we get some juice or
yo,
something.
Amethyst, we'll catch you later. You keep eating here. We'll be back when we're not,
To catch up and all, but how
better. We're a little under the weather.
I think we need a little bit of a time out. You mind if we just come back later? Maybe tomorrow.
We're going to social distance out.
We need social distance. You could just leave too, though, like entirely into another plane. That'd be cool. That'd fix it. That might be enough distance.
Oh, okay. And everyone who failed also gets pushed back 15 feet directly back
Through into the illusionary wall or through it?
through it.
Well, there goes that.
Well, you've already been pushed through it once.
That's okay. Now he's.
No, I thought I was short of it the first
He
time.
still has to make an investigation check.
Scott, I imagine since it was from the center of the creature, I would be pushed back this way.
Yeah, you hit the wall. It's fine.
Okay. Well, it was more I didn't know if you wanted me going specifically north or east, but
Yeah.
I figured
Mhm.
northeast was better.
And that would bring us then to Storm.
I'm going to firebolt again. Hopefully something starts hitting.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
For the record, on the people on the other side of that illusory wall, an unconscious Daco just rolled through.
Wait, you're unconscious now?
Yeah,
Oh, dang it.
but you guys don't see that because you're on the other side of the illusory wall.
And then
Okay.
I'm going to bonus action, healing word.
Okay.
Good call,
For,
good call.
let's see, I'm going to do it.
I just love the idea of an unconscious Daco reverse rolling. Like backwards.
I'm gonna let you guys know this thing does not have that much health. I am amazed that this is.
Taking as long as it is.
It's because we're rolling like champs today. That's
Everybody's rolling like
Hey.
cut it out. My shtick.
Knuckles is doing amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Dead like 3 rounds
Right.
ago.
Knuckles is empty. He's gonna get the sheriff credit when we're done.
It's like, see Daco rolling unconscious. Nope! Healing word.
Okay. And that is Brutus is next.
Okay. Brutus is not gonna bother with the charging and the goring because that hasn't been working for a while. So he's literally just gonna step up. Do I get flanking at all with these guys?
Yeah, with the skeleton.
Okay, so I'm going to use my Warhammer because that worked out better last time.
21 hits.
I got one, guys. Jeez.
Is your
Or-
Warhammer magical? I don't think it is.
It's my only non-magic weapon, but don't worry, I'm switching after this to the scimitar. I needed a hit. We needed a win. So 12 with that
Okay.
for the first attack. I mean, I'm gonna make 4 this round.
Okay.
To do action surge and doubles. So,
Okay. Okay.
second attack now with the scimitar. Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Surge. Ah! Sad. And 19.
Nope.
Yep. Well, guys.
I need everybody within melee range to please make an intelligence saving throw.
Go back. Whoever did these cheats is fired. Just leave. You're gone. Done with you. Wow. Brutus is really focused on this. He's really
We
upset.
really needed that in attacks.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, I know. Damn it.
Okay.
Yeah, you just wasted your net 20 on that.
Your
I know.
skeleton looks really weak, Tucker.
Yeah, I know.
And sorry. Bill, is that Bill behind it? You would take 3 points of damage.
Roger.
Okay. That brings us to Daco.
Well, Daco doesn't like all this pushing around business, so he's gonna run back forward. And 2 elemental strikes.
Okay. 23 hits.
Hey,
one
hello.
point of damage. I need everybody in melee to make an intelligence saving throw.
I'm actually Scott.
Yeah.
I'm not done.
Okay.
I'm increasing that damage for that's not the right one. Hold on, that just moves it. I want to do damage. I'm gonna spend 2 key points to do an additional 2d8 of damage.
Okay. So
And
7 points of damage.
Yeah, and that's per my Prana Blast.
Okay. So the skeleton failed and like disintegrates. Bill, you actually notice like there's a weird wisp of green flame when that does, but it goes out. And that okay. Daco, you take 3 more points of damage.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, you take 1 point of damage because the only thing that is because the key point was. What is it? Yeah, 1 point of damage. Sorry, everyone who failed takes 1 point of damage.
Okay. And then I'm sliding back behind my wall
Okay.
again.
At the end of your turn, with advantage, it's going to go ahead and try to detect again. That stupid wall.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it knows it's okay. And that brings us to Bill.
I was going to say, did anyone else see that green wisp? And then using the magic hammer you just got from Kaylee, which I'm not sure which you want me to roll. If I can use a hand axe or if you want me to use something else.
Use the hand axe, but it would be the same modifier as the hand axe, but it'd be +1. And it's 1d8 plus your strength modifier +1. Okay, 22 definitely hits.
So I have 1d6. Do you want?
It'd be
damage?
1d8 plus sorry. Yeah, it would be 1d8 plus 5.
And I'll roll again for the second attack. 13. Does that not hit?
13 does not hit. Actually, you're flanking, so that does hit.
Okay. So then I'll roll again.
Oh man, was I flanking?
The damage for the 8.
Okay, so a total of 18 damage. I need everybody to make intelligence saving throws.
7 for Bill.
Okay. Okay. All of you take 5 points. Yeah.
Just real quick, I'm not sure if Shayna had seen my whisper. I just remembered she would have, Brutus would have attuned to her cloak, or his cloak.
You're right. I forgot. Thank you.
You're
So,
welcome.
I mean, in this case, unfortunately, not enough, but I
Yeah.
appreciate knowing that. Thank you. That will
Okay.
help with my AC too.
5 points of psychic damage to all of you. And that would bring us to Zashi. Oh, yes. You're out.
Yeah, I was going to try to do action surge.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I was going to try to attack again.
So, natural 20, that definitely hits. So, actually, that 5 points of damage does not happen. Sorry, crit. So, it does not happen.
So 1d. Was it 1d8? Sorry.
That would be 2d8 plus 5.
3 plus 5.
Mm-hmm. So, an extra d8. Oh, ooh, okay. And then you get
One more attack.
Yeah.
23 to hit.
Yep, that definitely hits.
For 2 more.
Okay, so 19. So another 22 points of damage. Ooh, okay. It is not looking happy at you, Bill, at all.
Last turn.
Rashi.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Would I be flanking with Brutus here? Here.
Either way, you'd be flanking with somebody.
All right. I'll go there. Bill, by the way, you are now in my aura, so add +3 to your saving throws. I will use my bonus action to channel divinity to use legendary strike. So for 1 minute, my weapon attacks score a critical hit on a roll of 19 or 20.
Okay.
And then I shall go ahead and take my rapier and attack. $24 to hit on the first one?
24 hits.
Okay. 4 plus 1d2. For 13 points of magical goodness on that one.
Okay.
Uh, 20 to hit on the second.
20 just hits. That is its armor class.
Okay, I will smite this time,
Okay.
since it sounded like he was starting to look a little rough from Bill. So that should be an extra 2d8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dealing 23 points of damage.
Okay. Ooh, it is not happy at all. I need everybody to make intelligence saving throws.
Everybody or just everyone in melee?
Everyone in melee.
Bill fails.
Ugh. Pretty sure I failed.
We're crushing this, guys. This
Yes.
is flawless. We make this look easy.
When we get out of this, we're just going to be like, this was super easy. That's what we tell everybody.
36
Yeah,
divided by 3 is 12. Everybody who failed, which is everybody in that melee range, take 12 points of psychic damage.
Oh. Yeah. I'm in danger.
Is Doc down again?
I'm really looking forward to recreating the unconscious Daco rolling through the illusory wall again.
It is now Amethyst's turn. Let's see. I have to go to psychic powers again, see if there's anything he can do to save himself, or if he can just hurt all of you really bad.
Just enjoy a vindictive kick to the unconscious Earthbender through the end of the illusory wall.
He could kill
Is
you.
there a ceiling? Are we inside?
No, you're technically outside. There's a little alcove to the side that's inside, but yeah, you guys are out. You guys are outside. He could fly away if he was so inclined, but he's too arrogant for that.
Yeah, he should have stayed friends.
Good thing he doesn't like to eat elf.
Let's see.
It always worries me when you laugh like that.
It's usually not a good sign for us.
It says they eat elves, doesn't it?
Get it.
Never passes up a dead elf.
I need Storm and Bill to make intelligence saving throws.
Oh, it's selective.
And Bill, don't forget the +3 from me.
So Bill will
At
have
least I got a high roll finally.
Unfortunately,
Bill
the
will
DC was 20.
I don't like you.
Actually, let me double check to make sure that that's the same as he said. Intelligence.
Doesn't even see Storm. This is poop.
Oh no, they. Sorry, the DC was 18, so both of you had to fail it for it to work. So
I take back my previous comment.
Well, Bill would have made it because of my.
yeah,
+3.
just to let you know what would have happened. What if things are different? This was another world. Maybe in another world, I'm a wizard and you are the fighter. Target 2 enemies. Both must succeed on intelligence saving throws, or actually both must, but you both actually did succeed. Or else swap character sheets until you take a short rest.
Oh, I love that kind of shit.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
But that was his action. So I guess as a bonus action, it's just going to is going to try to claw. He's feeling vindictive. He's gonna claw Daco.
Dead elf. Whoop whoop.
He was right. You were right. He can't pass up a dead elf.
Free snack.
Nom nom.
18 to hit.
Yeah,
He's
Taco
down.
turned unconscious.
2 death saves. Two failed death saves from Daco, please.
Okay. 2 failed saves. Got it.
And Whistler.
Okay. How tall is Amy?
30 feet.
Okay, so he's tall.
Mhm.
So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and duck down. Yeah, I should be able to. I should be able to send a lightning bolt right over Bill's head and not hit him.
Okay.
So that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Don't roll a 1.
What's your spell save DC?
14.
14.
Okay.
Would Whistler see me back there though?
He should, because it's his illusionary wall, so he knew it was an illusion.
So he does succeed. I would say that even if you, even with him succeeding, that would be a success. So since he's a purple dragon, he is a combination of a blue and a red dragon. So he is immune to lightning.
Oh, great.
The electricity just grounds out through him.
And hits the elf. Not.
No,
We're all right there.
actually,
Shush. Oh, shush. Nothing. It's gone. It's fine. We got it. Chester, shut the fuck up.
Proceed.
actually, at the end of Whistler's turn, also Daco, 8 HP. Heal 8. Heal 8.
Oh, heal. Okay.
Yeah, heal.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a nice.
You hear some whispering in the wind, and Daco's eyes come back open.
I thought it was because electricity
Bill,
just hit his
Right.
heart.
you actually cannot see him because you're on the back side of it. So yeah.
Frankenstein's monster.
Hmm.
So I
I
cannot what?
suspect no.
I didn't hear what you said, Scott.
Oh, you're on the opposite side. You can't see. So
Did someone just go clear? What?
Why did I smell ozone?
it is its legendary action though, so it's gonna go ahead and psionic shift again. Everybody make an intelligence saving throw.
I'm just gonna stop rolling.
Yeah, at this point, we're just not even surprised anymore. We're just
Zashi and
Resign.
Daco, you don't take the damage.
It's because I'm playing dead. He thinks I'm already done.
Mhm. Everybody below an 18 take 11 points of psychic damage.
Ouch.
Those you can see Bill as he looks really, really hurt.
Mhm. Storm.
going to firebolt.
Okay.
What's funny is he just told. That's good. He just told you you'd do the same thing I did. He's red and blue.
Yeah, but Storm doesn't know that. And that's Whistler starts calling things out. All we know is that he's immune
Whistler
to-
doesn't know. I didn't know he was a purple dragon. I thought he was a special, like, psychic dragon.
Yeah, he is, but it's Amethyst. He's purple, and he's immune to. I didn't know that until I read the like damage immunities that it's his fire and lightning.
Oh, I thought you created him.
No, I'm a buck.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's why I keep on having to. Why it takes so long to do his turns. He has a lot of abilities that I don't know.
Huh.
And he is going to go ahead and make a claw attack as his last legendary action this turn against. Who does he like the least? I think Bill
He
is.
said Bill.
Yeah. pretty sure a 28 hits you.
Just barely, but yeah.
You take 12 points of slashing damage.
And Bill goes down.
And all the ladies got excited.
Brutus.
Well, not that this is like super great or anything. Brutus is. Am I still flanking with Zachi from my current position?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to try with my scimitar because I'm assuming I noticed the Warhammer didn't really do very much as a non-magical. Yeah, that's a no. And God, I really don't have any other options. I'm just going to try it again. Okay, so that was first attack.
That was 2 attacks, so
Yeah, so that's my first action.
yeah, and then your bonus action.
God, I actually don't think I can utilize any of them since I didn't move.
You have 2 weapon fighting, so
Yeah, I was hoping to try and use something else to let me utilize my horns, but I don't. So I am just going to attack again. Scimitar.
hey, you actually had roll damage for me, please.
God. Finally. 11.
Okay. Oh, it's looking really hurt. I need everybody to make intelligence saving throws.
I don't like this part.
You need Bill to make one?
Yes, actually, I do.
No. Shit.
Bill, you
Back
actually. Oh no, you don't, because it's a DC. No, you do DC 15, and you with Zashi's aura, you succeeded on that one.
Yay. What do I say?
Daco. So Brutus, you take 2. No,
So
sorry,
did
3. 3.
So does Zachi. So cool.
Oof. Okay, that's it for Brutus.
Question, Scott?
Uh-huh.
Since I'm unconscious, how many do I take? Just
You
one?
don't take any. You don't take any damage, so
Right.
you don't take a death save. It would be a failed death save if you had failed. Okay, and then that brings us then to Daco.
Who will go ahead and kip up onto his feet again and lose 2 elemental strikes at the dragon.
Okay.
Just thinking about life. And then duck back.
And remember, you have advantage. Oh no, Bill's unconscious, so you don't have advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, technically, I would have to move to here to get out from behind my pillar
Uh-huh.
to see him. So I don't know who this is down here.
That's Bill.
Or
He's
what?
unconscious.
Okay, and then back behind my pillar. So yeah, I guess not.
Bill, give me a death saving throw, please.
One pass.
Your 1 pass. Zashi.
Okay, Zachi is going to go ahead and attack again
Okay.
with advantage because of Brutus. $16, I'm pretty sure misses.
That's a miss.
Come on, roll 20.
21 hits. Go ahead and. Actually, you don't even have to roll damage. How do you want to do this? You cannot roll below a 3.
Okay, that is true. So Zachi stabs her rapier in and slices up. I don't know if you'll let her reach in for the heart and actually rip out its heart.
His heart is like the size of you.
Right. And I the heart and realize how big it is. And kind of squeeze it to
Tear out a chunk of it.
stop its heart.
Okay. Yeah, you you kind of like dive into its chest, puncture its crystalline heart. That brings so it's dead.
If we're out of initiative, Zachi will.
Well, you aren't because Bill is still dying.
Well, okay. And if he rolls a nat 1, that'll be dead.
Well, no, because So as long as somebody's first action is to heal him, he's
I'm going to heal him once I get to me.
Okay.
Or stabilize me. You don't have to heal me if you don't want to heal me. Just stabilize me.
Are we just still going through initiative, or should
No. We'll kill initiative. We'll actually end there, but do me a favor, guys. You all get 2,500 experience for that fight.
Yay.
9 points, Andy or Bill?
In addition to, obviously, we're going to loot the dragon, but I need to loot Knuckles too, because we need that sword.
Yeah. And the chest behind us, we're going to check out. So if you want to let us know about that stuff, we can write it down and work on divvying it up.
Okay, so in the chest is a. Okay, these things aren't actually there because so here's the stuff in the chest. With the skeleton, you have a cloak of elven kind, and a dragon slayer short sword. By the way, there's also bodies everywhere here, and they don't look like they've been attacked by a dragon. They look like they're pincushioned by arrows.
Well, on the bright side, that should help pay off your armor.
Yeah, some. Amber 110.
So yeah,
Bill's a 2-weapon fighter, right?
No, one-handed. But I can be. Basically, I was trying to be front line, so I went with the shield. That's why I have my snail flail shield, and then my magic hammer I just got.
Brutus is the 2-weapon fighter.
Brutus is.
Yeah.
So Brutus should totally take that short sword.
yeah, sure.
Because that's 2-weapon fighting capable.
I think that's where we're gonna end. So
What kind of short sword? Sorry.
Bill just wanted to eat some dragon before we left.
okay. Okay. So
Brutish.
yeah, give me a Constitution saving throw real quick so I don't forget. For
What?
Bill,
What's Phil doing?
eating
The
it.
dragon.
Okay. Yeah. Sashi's working on getting the heart out because she thinks that's what we're going to be able to use for time stuff. But she's going to probably need Whistler's help to figure that out.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to send you it, but
Yeah, no worries.
you don't get the ability score increase, but now you have the wild talent psychic feat.
Okay, I'll think about that later.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Yep.
And
Bye, everybody.
bye.
Bye. Oh, and Scott,
Mhm.
I was right. It is by class level on all those.